Shalom Akim, Brother Rotters Allah from GMS London camp. First and foremost, give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone. Salutations to the sincere Akim around the four winds. Just a quick video in regards to live stream that I was watching with Apostle Rhymelard and the Seattle camp down there, edifying the brethren as they do, as we ought to do, in sincerity and truth, man. And that's what this truth's all about, man. But this video is based on the topic or line that I heard Apostle Rhymelard talk about, basically in the sit down, when he was talking about spiritual Israelites v carnal Israelites, man. Like Israelites of the flesh and Israelites of the spirit, man. And that's the truth, because you got two types of Israelites in this truth, man. As you can see from the elders and apostles of GreatMillStone on down, you can see that they're the spiritual Israelites, because why? They're sticking to the doctrine which they were taught, and they're leading by example, man, from the scriptures, man, following those great renowned men that was in the scriptures and how the Lord taught them to teach, doing what they were supposed to be doing, going out there on the highways and byways, teaching the whole word, not shunning to profane the word, and not putting their emotions involved, man. Just doing what they're supposed to do, giving the good, the bad, and the ugly of the scriptures, man, which has been taught. And then you got the carnal Israelites, which are these other groups out here, the IUICs, the Sakaris, the ITRs, and whatever, the Shy Israelites, whatever you want to call them, man. All these different alphabet groups, apart from GreatMillStone, that want to change up the doctrine that were once a part of GreatMillStone, but fell away, fell off for whatever reasons. Well, basically the main reason is the lack of faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and start polluting the gospel, man, pushing their own doctrines, man. They're the carnal Israelites, man. They'll do anything by any means necessary to push their profane and vain babble, to please men, basically, man, just to gain souls, man, or wicked souls, so to speak, man. Because as the scripture says in the book of is it Isaiah or Jeremiah, that they seek after men and all that, man. It's Jeremiah the 7th chapter, if I'm not mistaken, man. There's many wicked men among my people, man. And those same guys come in the same spirit as those wicked scribes and Pharisees back then, 2,000 years ago, when Yahweh Shai was, confronting them and putting them in their place, man. So it's the same situation now, man. And then you got these other, these waste guys, you want to call them, fallaways, and they're pushing their madness, man. I just want to go through a couple of quick scriptures and close out, because that's basically a good topic, man, because it's the truth. It's the spiritual Israelites through the carnal Israelites, man. You can see their fruits. It says Romans 9:4. It says, "Who are Israelites? To whom pertaineth the Slakia." It's the wrong scripture. Yeah, it says 9:6. Not as though the word of the Most High have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. And like the Apostle Aramla mentioned in the video, man, back then, 2,000 years ago, you had Israelites, the spiritual Israelites that, stuck to the doctrine, and then you had the carnal Israelites, like the wicked scribes and Pharisees, that wanted to distort the doctrine, man, that was doing it for their own vain godly glory, so to speak, man, because they wanted to stay in league with them Romans and stay in line with them pockets, man, keep their belly fat. So those are the carnal Israelites, and those one, that's what goes with that saying, they are not all Israel which are of Israel, man, because there was a distinction between Paul and the rest of the disciples, the 12, and the wicked scribes and Pharisees, which were Israelites, but not of the Most High's flock. And you got that same madness going on today, man. You got the men of GreatMillStone from the apostles on down, pushing the doctrine wholeheartedly, which they was taught, not slipping, sluggering with the word, doing what they was told to do, doing what, the younger brothers are following suit. And as the scripture says, be followers of me as Paul, which Paul said as he was of Yahweh Shai, roughly paraphrasing. So we move to the next scripture, man, because this shit is important, man. And then you got a lot of, this is why Israel's not going to come together, man. Like the scripture says, in two walk lest they be agreed. This is why you got these distinctions between the groups, and And we're not all going to come together, man, because most of them other alphabet groups, they're part of the 2/3 because they're pushing wayward doctrines. You got Nate saying that the mark of the beast isn't the chip. And that, you know, basically pushing for, you know, Israelites to endorse it, man. And that's wickedness, man, because the Lord's going to destroy you if you take that chip. So he's a charlatan, man. He's a Judas goat, man. And there's many other Judas goats. Or anti-Mashiach, if you want to say it, like anti-Christ. What they say in the scriptures, anti-Mashiach, which is anti against Yahweh Shai, man. It's Romans 16:17. It says, "Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offences contrary to the doctrine." And this is what it's about, what it boils down to, the doctrine. What we was taught, what the brothers have been taught now from the apostles of GreatMillStone on down, was the same doctrine that they was instilled in from back then in One West, man. There might have been a few nicks and crannies and a whole bunch of things that wasn't revealed back then that were revealed later on through, through prophecy, you know. But those things were later revealed, man. Those things have been revealed, man. And the true doctrine, 100% truth, is being pushed out there, man. You know, there's no nicks and crannies, man. As the scripture says, not to be no schisms in the flesh, man. But you got these niggas out here that know the doctrine, but they want to pervert it for their own wicked godly gains, man. Or ungodly gains, should I say, man. There's nothing godly about pushing that the mark of the beast is in the chip. That's wickedness, man. Amongst other things. Crying about the rape doctrine. That's just emotions, man. And these other groups, they want to breed forth carnality because they're basically, you know, a bunch of women, man. Because women are always about the carnal, about the flesh. So they're a bunch of women, man. It says, an offence is contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, which we all learned. But, you know, some are falling away and talking madness about Esau being saved and all these kind of things. That's madness, man. And it says, and avoid them. So we're not to be in like company with these niggas, man. Because that's exactly what they are, a bunch of niggas, man. They're the carnal Israelites, man. Spiritual Israelites going to stick to what he's been taught and honor the code of who he's